The morning felt like a gift, one where James Harper, a former Navy SEAL, could almost believe life was simple again. A gentle breeze rustled the oaks lining Cedar Grove's quiet streets. Birds sang softly, and a sprinkler down the block sprayed rainbows across a pristine lawn. Barefoot on his porch, warm wood beneath him, James cradled black coffee, watching his 16-year-old daughter, Emma, glide on roller skates. Her ponytail swung as she raced the cul-de-sac, her laughter in denim shorts and a faded blue t-shirt pure joy. She flashed him playful grins, and James, hardened by years of war, smiled back. After all he'd endured, this peace, family, simplicity was his greatest reward. Neighbors waved. A lab barked behind a fence. The moment felt fragile, too perfect to last. James sipped his coffee, memorizing it. Then tires screeched, slashing the calm. A black SUV, tinted windows, roared around the corner, halting beside Emma. Two men in tactical uniforms leapt out, moving with chilling speed, boots pounding toward her. No badges, no body cams, no marked vehicle. James's SEAL instincts surged. Something was deeply wrong. Emma froze as the men barked orders. James's mug shattered on the porch. He was already sprinting, training overriding thought. His daughter was in danger, nothing else mattered. The men lunged, grabbing Emma's arms, yanking her off balance. Her startled cry became a scream as they slammed her to the asphalt with brutal force, pinning her, twisting her arms, pressing her face to the pavement. Neighbors gawked, frozen, phones in hand, unsure if these were real cops. James had no doubts. His hand found his holstered pistol, a tool he prayed he'd never need here. He drew it smoothly, leveling it with lethal precision. "Let her go now," he thundered, his voice forged in battle. The men flinched, confused. They'd expected fear, not defiance. One reached for his side. James fired a warning shot, dirt exploding near their boots. "One more move, no second warning," he said. They stumbled back, releasing Emma, hands up, babbling excuses, mistaken identity, orders. James ignored them, eyes on Emma, gasping, reaching for him. Pain and fear twisted her face, cutting him deeper than any wound. "On your knees, hands visible," he ordered. They dropped, trembling. Neighbors filmed. Sirens wailed faintly. James stood as Emma's shield until real police arrived, weapons drawn, echoing his commands. Only then did he lower his gun, but the fire to protect her burned on. This was just the start. In the hospital's harsh light, James sat, knuckles white, time meaningless. Emma lay behind double doors, doctors assessing her injuries. When a nurse called, he walked heavily to her room. Emma, pale, red-eyed, forced a smile to ease his worry, breaking his heart. The doctor's words were grim. 6 spinal fractures, compression injuries, severe bruising. Months of recovery, maybe nerve damage, mobility risks. Emma winced, trying to move. James sat close, helpless to fix this, his gentle touch all he could offer. Rage grew, not just at the fake officers, thugs in mock uniforms, but at the Cedar Grove HOA that hired them. James's resolve hardened. They'd pay for shattering Emma's life. He brushed hair from her forehead. Her brave eyes met his. This wasn't the end, it was the beginning. James had seen injustice abroad, but never expected it in Cedar Grove, hidden behind perfect lawns. He hoped for swift justice. Police reports, witness statements. Emma's injuries were undeniable. But cracks appeared. Unanswered calls, delayed meetings, officials' sudden caution. Victor Hayes, the HOA president, a slick businessman tied to city elites, called Emma's assault a misunderstanding, praising his security volunteers, urging healing. No apology, just lies to shield his power. James recognized the game, powerful men bending rules. His anger coiled, but resolve burned stronger. His SEAL training taught him, when systems fail, you fight. He wouldn't let Emma's pain be buried. While Emma endured grueling physical therapy, James built justice. He knocked on neighbors' doors, seeking witnesses. Many feared retaliation, but James listened, promising anonymity. Slowly, truths emerged. Other teens harassed by the HOA's enforcers for minor infractions. He gathered videos, photos, timelines, linking the fake officers to Victor and his HOA cronies. Whispers spread at barbecues, soccer games, grocery aisles. An elderly neighbor shared James's findings with her journalist nephew. A small article grew into major coverage. TV crews arrived, airing Emma's injuries, parents' fears, and betrayed residents' stories. James became a symbol, not shouting, but relentless, his fight for truth resonating. The tide turned. The sheriff's department announced a review of unlicensed security. Then, under pressure, the fake officers were arrested for assault and impersonation. Investigations exposed illegal HOA contracts and hidden payments. Lawsuits mounted. Families spoke out. Politicians distanced themselves, promising reform. James sought truth, not revenge. At the courthouse, with Emma by his side, still healing but defiant, he faced reporters. "No one's above the law, especially when kids pay the price," he said, his words a promise. The trial was grueling, but truth prevailed. Videos, witnesses, and Emma's courageous testimony left no doubt. She spoke plainly, her strength silencing the room. The fake officers got prison for assault and impersonation. Victor, disgraced, resigned, facing conspiracy and negligence charges. James held Emma's hand, her grip strong. The real victory was her resilience. Months later, Cedar Grove changed. Emma bore scars, visible and not, but they told half her story. She became an advocate, speaking at packed town halls for kids' rights and safety reforms. James watched from the back, pride and awe overwhelming. Their fight sparked a movement beyond Cedar Grove. Justice wasn't just punishment, it was ensuring no child suffered again. Emma's voice, born from pain, became a beacon. For James, seeing her rise, strong, unbreakable, was the truest victory, a legacy of courage no one could take away.